Hello, guys. Wanted to do a Titans League update and talk specifically about bronze because we've never had a bronze before. And also, for that matter, silver. We've never had a true silver league format before. So I just want to talk about that real quick. Titans League Season 5 is quickly approaching with bronze happening in roughly a month or so. So before we do that, just kind of a reminder that the big leagues, so platinum and gold, which will be the top 48 players in the world, that comes in the new year. Timelines on screen. Platinum is roughly $60,000 prize pool, potential for more. Gold around $25,000 prize pool, and then silver would be $10,000 prize pool. Silver, gold, platinum, all roughly around the same time. There will be some overlap on like one league starts, one league ends. That way we can give as much coverage to all three of them. But this means that the Titans League format, at least for the actual like league, expands up to 72 because it is 24 players in each league. So the 24 players in platinum will be placed into groups. There'll be 4 separate groups of 6. There will also be a same deal in gold, and then the same deal even in silver. So that's all exciting stuff. But the fun part now is we've got a lot of players who would like to fill the silver spots and would like to then also make it to gold. And so I wanted to do now is kind of talk about what that's looking like right now in terms of players qualifying for that, and then mention like how to watch it and how that's going to play out. So I already had made a couple of videos on how we were making a ranking system for properly placing players, essentially to cut down on smurfing, aka alt accounts, and also dodging and people not playing maps. And honestly, this has been extremely successful. The rate of dodges and Smurf account usage has dipped so low. I hope to have stats for you in the future, but it's been incredible. And most players have realized, all right, we're going to play one account. If it's a map that maybe we don't prefer, guess what? We're going to play it anyways. And it's been really positive. And then I also mentioned in the recent video how I want Age of Empires tournament results to matter in placing players. It shouldn't just be the ranked player. So we have the ATP multiplier addition on here. So players who have Age of Empires tournament points from other tournaments are also getting a boost on top of what their current ranked ELO is. So as it stands, players are going to need to have 50 ranked games played by the time the signups close. I don't remember the exact date that's those signups close, but I do know that the bronze bracket starts October 20th. So it's like mid-October. Most players, that's not going to be an issue. For some players, that is going to be something that maybe we'll have to send out some messages on to remind them. But this is what it shapes up like right now. This is what the ranking is at the moment. So you can see kind of some expected ones. Chart's been doing really well in tournaments. Jordan's been many tournaments. Sorakuma. All these guys are near the top. And honestly, I expect a lot of this to go up and down over time. There's a lot of people on the grind right now. There's a lot of people even playing tournaments who want to play. I'm not going to toggle it to only signups because I expect a lot of players here to potentially sign up. But yeah, you can look through this if you guys would like on your own time. This is on the dashboard showing where people stand. And basically, this will help us place players as fairly as possible into what the bronze bracket looks like. All right, and so I created an example bracket. Let's be clear. Example bracket. This is not exactly what it will look like come the time, but an example bracket of how this looks come bronze to make it clear how it works. So basically, bronze is 4 weeks. Players are going to play a series a week, and it is a knockout bracket where there are separate groups. The players who win the finals in their group, they are qualifying for gold. Okay, so there's 8 spots. Players who are relegated out of gold. Players who are relegated out of gold are actually listed as the first seed in all of these groups. But yeah, you have the chance to go from, bronze, you play this, boom, you fill the gold spots. So it's like, you could call it like a fast track way to get into gold. The player who loses the final of the group, they would end up in silver. The players who lose in the semifinals would also end up in silver, okay? So as you can see, we have a lot of different groups. So you do the quick math on that. I think what that should be 3 names from each group going into silver. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 3 times 8 is 24. Yeah. So that's basically how it works. So essentially, if you want to make silver, which is the 10K league, you got to make it here. So you have to win 2 sets, which for many of these players is going to feel like it's very doable, but it's going to be very competitive, right? So the 1 seed in every single group is going to be the players who were knocked out of gold last time. So you can see Stone Please here, Slam, Miguel, Lan, Gookie, Wide, Say My Name, Targets. Those players are already 1 seed because they were gold players before. 2 seed, 3 seed, and so on. That's all going to be based on what the ladder rankings look like, which is why I said, to be clear, this is all subject to change based on where players end up falling into the rankings over the next month or so. And then every series is a best of 5. So best of 5, best of 5, best of 5, best of 5. And that's essentially how we form the silver, gold, and platinum landscape. Now, if you're wanting to watch all this, I believe you're going to want to, because this is a big opportunity for so many of these players. There's so much talent. There's already practice happening. It's going to take place through October 20th to November 16th. I'm planning on covering as much as I can of this. There will be other tournaments happening around the scene, but obviously this is a pretty unique situation here, and there's going to be a lot of big sets. So that, combined with hopefully other content creators around the scene, will put some focus into this and watch this, because you'll have some great names trying to make it into silver and push. There will be more information on that, kind of how I'm looking to broadcast that. Truthfully, I don't know how intense I'm going to get with it. Most likely what will happen is I will be intense with it because I'm going to be freaking obsessed. But just so you know, late October leading up towards November 16th is how it is when it's going to be taking place. And there'll be more info coming on that soon. In case you missed it, the map pool that they're playing on is actually the previous season's map pool. So there's no new map specifically for bronze. There will be announcements on the new map pool for the new season, season 5. We have some things to announce there, some cool maps, and that will all be spiced up and whatnot for the new league. Players have been grinding. Ranked has been a very serious place. As I said, people have not been dodging as much or smurfing as much. I'm well aware of people playing practice sets and really ramping up for this. So I think from a player perspective, let's say you're 23 or 2400 elo. You might look at someone like Jordan or Sorakuma or Stark. You might look at these players as like real experienced tournament players is tough to beat. But if you look at it in terms of you just need to maybe win 2 tournament sets, that feels like you could maybe get into silver. And then they could maybe use the silver opportunities to leapfrog themselves into gold. So because we've expanded silver into a 10K league, and because we've been able to blow up the format with a lot more money because of Microsoft, this bronze bracket qualifier kind of felt like the best way to still give a player like Jordan or Sorakuma that chance to get right into gold here, but also to fill silver properly and give players lots of opportunity. I suck with math, but I think the bronze bracket is going to have like 120-ish players. You combine that then with the fact that we already have 48 in gold, or I guess technically it's like 42 in gold, but or no, not 42. Well, sorry, math sucks, but like 50 or so in gold and platinum. You've got the silver 24. You then have the bronze 120. I mean, it's not quite at 200 people competing in this tournament and really on the grind for Titans League, but you're starting to get pretty close there. And the biggest thing for me has been giving players opportunity, giving players the chance to grow throughout the scene, so their confidence rises and so they become better players over time, but also to put more money into the pockets of more players who are grinding and liking our game. So I'm excited. You might have questions. Feel free to leave them in the comments. Just, be somewhat respectful. That'd be great. This wasn't meant to be super in-depth. This was just to let you know that bronze is coming. Things are ramping up. And I'll probably make some more videos to let you guys know about it soon. That's it for me, guys. See you soon.